Hey guys, alright, so I am here to refilm my Q&A video. My sister just opened the door and I asked her to close it. I'm here to refilm the Q&A video because it randomly got deleted, so I have all the questions saved on my laptop, thankfully. So yeah, I'm just gonna re-answer all of them, and there'll be like some updates, some not. So anyways, changes to my body postpartum. Well, besides like not having a big belly, nothing really. Like, I still have my stretch marks, besides my boobs getting a little bit bigger. Nothing really. I've lost like a ton of weight. I've lost 28 pounds now. So yeah, that's exciting, but nothing really. Are you gonna get her ears pierced? Yes, I am going to. I don't know when, but I will be. I'm not gonna wait till she's older because it hurt me a lot, and I don't want her to go through that pain. So yeah. When you guys asked this question, I didn't have 4,000 subscribers. Now I have over. So how do you feel about having 4,000 subscribers? It's pretty crazy, honestly. Some of you guys have been here from the beginning. Some of you guys have been here since before I was pregnant. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I think it's awesome, and I just love it. Well, also to add to that, like, I'm very thankful for you guys, and it means a lot that you guys are here watching and following my journey, and I hope you guys still stay. What is your plan? What do you plan on doing as a career in your future? Honestly, guys, I have no idea. I either want to work with kids, animals, or in the beauty, but I don't really know exactly what. And that is 100% okay. Next question. Is Leslie mixed? Yes, she's mixed with African. What is the easiest and hardest part about being a teen mom / mom in general? It's pretty easy in the sense of, I don't know. It's easy to me. To some people, it's extremely hard. Like, I've heard some stories about some people, like, crying every single day because it's so difficult. But the hardest part would be you struggle with putting yourself first, because I put my daughter first in everything. So, I mean, putting yourself first is difficult, and getting up a lot through the night when they're crying or whatever it is, like, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but for me, it's pretty easy. What do you see yourself having more kids in the future? Yes, my labor was super easy. I'll link that video down below. And my pregnancy was hard in the fact of, like, mentally and emotionally because I was younger. And so that part was hard. And the physical part was hard in the sense of seeing my body go from a six-pack to not, to still not. And being 83 pounds to 125 to being 98. So, well, 97. So, yeah. And just having stretch marks that won't go away. That's pretty hard. What's your favorite apps? Twitter, Snapchat, and game-wise, Candy Crush. How has it been adjusting to a new baby? Well, it's been pretty easy in the sense, like, I've always been, like, everyone said, like, I've always had, like, a nurturing personality, so that helps, and I've always been super good with kids, so that also helps. I don't know, it's been pretty easy. I've had, like, the mother instinct. The next question is about breastfeeding and all of that, and I will link that video down below, because I am breastfeeding, so I will link that video down below to answer all these questions. What would you say to a 13, 14-year-old who just found out they were pregnant? It will be okay. It won't be easy, like, right away, and to beat the stereotype. If anything, I want you guys to take from me, because I know a lot of you guys look up to me, take beating the stereotype, beating every bad stereotype, whether that's being a teen mom or just life in general. Always beat the bad stereotype, because that's what I'm trying to do, and I want you guys to take that from me, if you guys take anything. Next question is, are you going back to school, and are you in school? Yes, I am going back to school 100%. I have taken a semester off, but my school, it's a whole long story that I won't completely share, but I finally figured out a way that I can do online classes and still get the full credit for it without second guessing or thinking I can't. So yes, I will be doing some online classes until the next semester, and then I will be going to a program or still doing online school. But yes, I will be finishing school and going back for sure. Next question is all about my baby's father, in the sense, is he around? Does he see her? Does he know he's here? Will you do a video with him? Was he at the birth? And all that stuff. So, yes, he is around. We are not together, and we are just working on a friendship for the better sake of Leslie. I don't want to be in a relationship right now anyway. Does he know she's here? Yes, he has seen her. So, yes. Was he at the birth? No. He came later that day, but no, he wasn't. My mom and dad were there, and then my sisters came in the room right after they cleaned me up and all that. Will he be in a video with me? No, due to the fact that me and him are not together, and I don't talk to him. Well, no, I do talk to him. I do not talk about him on YouTube due to the fact of respect, and that's just how it is. I don't talk about him for that reason, and it would be lovely if you guys could stop asking about him, because it's a respect factor for me not to talk about him. But, yes, that will be the last time I talk about him. Also, next question was, will we get back together? And no. What is it like having a baby? Well, it's undescribable. You fall in love with a human that you grew inside of you for 9 months. But, having a baby, it's pretty crazy, honestly. Your life flips upside down. What is your favorite thing about having your daughter here now? Being able to actually care for her and watch her grow and see all of her milestones for the first time and see her smile and just take care of her and be her number one person for her. And also seeing her with my family is pretty cute. What sports do you think Leslie will be in? Well, me and her will be doing mommy and swim classes in the next few weeks, probably after Christmas, and she can be in any sport that she wants, or she doesn't have to be in sports. Like, I was in swimming, gymnastics, dance, baseball, when I was younger. I think that was all. But, so, excuse me. So she can be in any sport that she wants, but I do want to put her in swimming only because I want her to know how to swim so she doesn't drown at any time. But she loves baths, so I'm sure she'll love swimming. Are you going to film a day in a life video? I'm going to try. I don't know when. I don't know how, but I'm going to try. It's a lot more difficult than you guys think, because on top of having a baby, you have to film, and it just messes up your schedule, makes things a little bit longer. So it's not as easy as it looks to move a camera around to every angle and film and edit. It's harder than it looks. So I'm going to try. Do you miss being pregnant? Not really. I'm surprised. No, I'm not really surprised. But I don't miss it. I don't know. I look back at pictures and it's kind of like, I was that big. Wow. So I don't know. I don't miss it. I don't want to sound rude by saying I don't miss being pregnant. Like, I was grateful that I could get pregnant, but having it over with, I am happy about. What do you use to film and edit? I just use YouTube to edit right now. I can't find any good programs for my computer, and I use my phone to film, Samsung Galaxy S4. Next question. Tips from coming home from the hospital. Relax. And if you want to go out on a walk, go for a walk. If you want to sit at home, do that. But I encourage you to shower every single day to make yourself feel good. And just make sure your house is clean prior to you coming home, because there's nothing worse than coming home to a house that is messy. Because in my mind, messy house, messy brain, messy, it's messy up in my brain. So, yeah. Clean things make me happy. Why do you choose why did you choose the name Leslie? Well, it was my dad's name, and plus I liked the name, and then my grandpa's name was Laszlo, but when he came here, it changed to Leslie. So, yeah. That's why. Was your labor anything like you thought it was going to be? Yes and no. To be honest, I thought it would hurt more, but it didn't. And it's not like the movies in the sense of count to 10, of pushing, and then it's not like that. My doctors and nurses that were in the room basically just said, breathe when you want. So, yeah. I mean, that could also be because I was doing so well. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah. It was very easy, and, yeah, it was pretty cool. Is your age affecting you being a parent? No, not at all. Age does not define how good of a parent you can be. If anything, it is better because I have more energy to run around with her, and I'll be able to understand a whole lot more things, and I'm not as tired either. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really a bad thing about being a young parent at all. If you had a boy, what would his name be? His name would have been Levi. And I will name my boy that. If I have a boy one day, then his name will be Levi. I love that name. Also, I love OK Baby. I know a whole bunch of people commented. I do watch OK Baby, but I love the name Levi before I watch them. So, yeah. How did you lose the baby weight so fast? Well, I was very healthy and exercised a lot during my pregnancy, so that kept me very fit. I haven't lost all of it, but I am able to work out now, so I do work out every single day, which I'll be making a video about. So, I mean, that definitely helps the situation. Other names you would have picked. I will link my 5 baby names I loved but did not use video in the description. I loved those names. How do you care for the umbilical cord? Can you get it wet? What can I put on it? Leave it alone. Do not pull on it. Nothing. Gowns are the best thing to not have anything pulling on it because you don't want anything tight against it for when they first have it. And the big clamp thing they have on it, try to go to your doctor and get it removed afterwards because that just pulls on it and it can make your baby have an outy belly button. And they say not to use rubbing alcohol on it, but you can put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and rub it on it just to dry it out faster and to clean it. And you can totally get it wet in the bath. You're actually supposed to get it wet to have it clean because if you don't, it will smell. So, yeah. Older nurses and doctors will say put some rubbing alcohol on it. Newer ones will say not to. So, yeah. Tips for moms about to give birth. Well, prepare yourself to the fact that it's going to be bloody and painful, and things can go wrong, so prepare yourself to have a C-section. I thankfully did not, which is a great thing, but you totally could, and I prepared myself prior to giving birth that could happen. So, yeah, just prepare yourself for that, and I would recommend the epidural, but do know that where you get the epidural might hurt every once in a while after you give birth, because it hurts me, it hurt my mom, so yeah, but that's good, and try not to get morphine, because you'll just be like half asleep the entire time, and you won't be able to fully experience it, but I mean, it does take the edge off, and it's good, but I personally don't recommend it, because I got it, and I slept a lot through it, and it wasn't that fun. What stretch marks oil do you use? I use Live Clean body oil for stretch marks, and I'm going to be buying that oil to see if that works. Scariest baby experience yet? Nothing really. I can normally calm her down or figure out what the issue is, so nothing's really scary. Next question is, are you in a relationship, and if so, how does he feel about it? No, I'm not in a relationship. I don't have time for one right now. I don't want one right now. And so if I do get in a relationship in the future, he will definitely really have to get to know me before I get him to meet my daughter. and all of that. But yeah, that's about it. Would you recommend the epidural? Yes, and as I said, it might just hurt later down the road of where you got it. What do others think about you being, what do others think you're younger than you are? I think you mean, what do people think? Like, am I younger than I am? Yes, I'm sure people probably think I'm way younger than I am, but I'm not. I'm only 16. So yeah, but no one says anything to my face. Do your parents and sisters help you, and how much? Do they let you be a mother? Yes, they help me in the sense if I have to go shower, they're going to help me. Like, they're going to watch the baby. And yeah, they help me. They let me be a mother 150%. My mom actually said in the hospital and keeps on saying that when I was in the hospital and everything, she knew the second my baby was born, Leslie was born, that she could still be my mom and not her granddaughter's mom. So yeah, they let me be a mom, and whatever I say basically goes. Like, my parents will add their input on what they did for us girls, like me and my sisters when we were younger, but they don't tell me, don't do this, do that. So yeah. And do they help me about money wise? Sometimes, but then I end up paying them back, and no, I do everything myself. So yeah. Do you think you would get an iPhone? I don't know, maybe down the road, but for right now, no. Do you have a calm baby, or does she cry a lot? I have a very calm, easygoing child, so that's a good thing. Advice for young moms: just beat the stereotype. Do people say rude things about you being a young mom? Just rude people on YouTube. Next question is, how many weeks were you when you gave birth? I was 39 weeks and 6 days. My sister's trying to talk to me. My due date was the next day. I get my baby on a sleep schedule. Well, she eats every 3 hours. So, every 3 hours. And then in between, she sleeps. And then, or she's awake. But yeah. Alright, we're done. So, I love you all so, so much. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Because I'm doing Vlogmas. So, I will see you tomorrow. Bye!